Hey friends, Rajesh Vardamani here. Welcome to Crawleye. In this video, we will explore GetResponse, one of the easiest and user-friendly email marketing solutions. So I'm doing this video because I got a lot of requests in social media platforms to do a detailed explanation about various aspects involving in GetResponse. So guys, if you have any kind of queries or requests, please drop a comment and I'll see to it that I can able to make that video and provide you. So let us get into the topic. Let us understand a simple step of how to sign up for GetResponse. As you can see, this is the main homepage of GetResponse, and we will be having a 14 days free trial version. So just sign up and explore this amazing platform. So click on sign up for free, and it's straightforward. Just enter your name, email ID, password and create an account. I'm not going to do that because it's straightforward. I'm sure you can do that. So let me quickly get into login. So now I got into my GetResponse account. So here we're going to discuss about a couple of aspects here. Here we will explore following things: how to create a list and setting up the list, and what are the settings involved in the list, how to create an autoresponder, how to link that autoresponder to particular list, and last but not least, creating a simple form that we can embed in our website to collect the leads. So these are the aspects which we'll be covering in this video. So let us jump into the first one, that is to create a list. This is how the dashboard will be looking at. As of now, don't worry about all these elements. So just to create a list, all you have to do is go to the list here, and there you can see create list and add contacts. So let us focus on creating a list here. So it will, once you click on create list, it will ask you to set a name, and you need to remember here is, so whatever the name you're keeping here, these names will this name will be displayed to the contacts who are actually signing up for this list. So as you can see here, your contacts will see this when they subscribe or unsubscribe. So make sure that you give a meaningful name for this. Suppose if you are into doing multiple campaigns, or if you are doing webinars, then I would suggest like you just write down masterclass registration and click on create. So once you created, the list has been created. Now it says 0 number of contacts. That's fine. Now one more important step here is, you need to check once the list has been created, you need to go to this 3 dots here and click on settings. There are a couple of settings you need to change here. So once you click on the settings, if you see, most of the time the language is default set in Hindi. So what happens is, whenever you are sending emails, the language will be converted actually. So it's not though it might say converted, but it won't be as accurate as possible. So I would definitely prefer to first to change this into English. If it is English, then you don't have to worry about it. And here you can see the address part. Usually it will be displayed here while you are doing sign up. It will ask you to enter your address, your company address or your residential address. If you are a company, an entrepreneur, an enterprise, private limited, I would suggest you to keep the address on, so that you will have that authenticity of your emails. If you are a solo entrepreneurship, if you are doing a solo entrepreneurship, or you don't want to disclose your locations, then you just have to toggle this off, so that the people who are actually receiving your emails would not able to see your address. And if you wanted to incorporate your logo and everything, that can be done. So once it's done, you can have to click on save general settings. Under subscription, you need to make sure that send subscription notification is off. Why off is, if it is on, what happens, whenever someone is coming to your contact list, every time a contact has been registered, it will automatically send an email to you, to your registered email, that a contact has been added. So it's kind of annoying to get so many of emails whenever a contact has been added. So I would prefer to toggle that off. And the next one is, there is a very important aspect here: required additional confirmation double opt-in. Always make sure that these two options are switched off. You don't have to worry about what exactly is that, so just make sure that this is switched off, and scroll down, click on save subscription settings, and you don't have to worry about anything else. So your list is ready. Now once you have created your list, now how to create autoresponders here? To create an autoresponder, you have to go to menu, and there is something called autoresponders here. Click on that. So the autoresponder screen will appear. Here you need to click on create autoresponder, and there is a new version also there in the beta tested version. So you just have to create autoresponder using the old version. Let me create it with the old version itself. It will ask you to provide a name. Here autoresponder name is for your reference only. It will not be displayed to any of the contacts. So you can say registration confirmation. So here you need to set the time when this autoresponder should be triggered. I would say 0. If you keep it as 0 and send message as immediately, that means whenever the person has registered into that list, immediately this autoresponder will be triggered and sent to that particular email ID automatically. So once this is set, you need to create a list. You need to link to which particular list your autoresponder has to be set. So I will select the list which I have created, that is masterclass registration. I will set it as immediately, or you will have a with delay option if you wanted to send it after. If you wanted to send 1 hour after someone registered, then you can set it as 1 hour, and similarly you can set it as like on which particular day that email autoresponder should trigger. You can set, or you can uncheck these boxes if you don't want it to send on that particular day. So for now I'll be keeping it as immediate. Now if once this is done, you need to design your email. You need to click on this choose message if you are having already existing messages, or else click on create new email, and again this message name appears in the list of your messages. It will not be displayed to your subscribers, so you can just name. These naming conventions are for your references. So I would say welcome message 1, and subject. Here is the subject. Subject is a very important aspect, and with GetResponse you can personalize the subject. That means when someone is getting into your list, obviously it will capture their name. So to use their name, you can click on this personalize and use it as name or first name as per the naming convention used and names field which you are using in your form. So for now I'll be taking name, and I will say, hey, your registration is confirmed. For now I'm just using some random subject, and make sure that your subject is very catchy, and try to use some kind of emojis also to grab the attention. Here you can select the email ID from which the email will go to the subscriber. So here is the email ID. Once you signed up, you have to give your link with your email ID. You can, once it has been linked, it will be displayed over here. You don't have to change anything. So go to the next step. Okay, in this step you will have a various kind of pre-templates available to you to just edit it and send it. So if you have if you wanted to use any of these templates, you are free to use, and these are all free to use templates. so anything can be used, or I would personally wanted to start everything from scratch. So if you click on start from scratch, it will ask you to choose these kind of templates with, this particular template have one image and text. It has main heading, middle image and text. Here image, split images, split columns and text. So you can choose whatever template is as per your requirement. Here I will click first one. So this is a small builder. You just have to click on the image part and it will open up a folder asking you to select the image, and here you will write your text. Hey, congratulations, thank you for registering for my upcoming webinar on this Sunday. Sorry for any grammatical mistakes. I'm just creating for a demo purpose, so just excuse if you have any spelling mistakes and grammatical errors. Yes, Rajesh, just something like that. I mean, you can incorporate whatever you want, and if you wanted to add a button also, you can add a button here and double click on that to rename that join FB group, something like that. If you wanted to include here itself, if you can include, and to just give a link, you have to paste the destination URL here, and that's it. Once you have drafted your email copy here, you can, as you can see, there are other blocks available. If you wanted to place different blocks, if you wanted to have text block below this button, you have to drag and drop here. Similarly, this is the image and text block, right side and left side, again left side and right side. If you wanted to have a divider, this is the button. This webinar feature is not available unless and until you have taken GetResponse webinar plan also. That will be in pro version, I believe. Once you have drafted your email, you have to click on next step. In this next step, it will ask you, it will show you this page, which you, if you remember, it is the previous page which we have already done. All you have to do is save and publish. Now your autoresponder has been set and it is been linked to that particular list. How to check that list is, if you have to click on this and unselect everything and just scroll down and select that particular list which you have created and apply. If you see, that autoresponder has been set and the status is on, and the cycle day means on which particular day this autoresponder will be triggered. It's set to 0, that means immediately, send immediately, any day of the week. So this is how you need to create an autoresponder and link it to your list. The next one is how to create a form that we can use it in our website, so that whenever someone comes into your website, they will see a small form collecting email ID, number, name. It will directly, whenever they put on the information over there, it will directly come to the list which you have created. To create a form, you need to go to this the top corner, click on forms and surveys. So once you click on the forms and surveys, this is the page it will be displaying. It will show you some introductory video. If you wanted to see, you can watch it and scroll down and click on create form. Once you click on the create form, a new page will appear asking you to create list builder wizard app, plain HTML integrations. Just don't worry about it. If you see bottom, you can see different kind of templates. I would recommend you to choose any of the templates, and left side, if you see, there are categories available. If you are looking for particular category, and I would select for newsletter. If you are embedding in your website, I would recommend to select newsletter sign up. I would use this template for now. So once click on that template, it will take a couple of seconds to load that template in your builder. Now the template has been loaded here. You can always change anything if you wanted to have. You can change anything in this text part. Join my newsletter. You can write anything if you want. That's totally up to you what you wanted to do. So here it's automatically name and email field is there, so you don't have to make any changes. If you see, click on this particular things, you will able to see what are the stylings. If you wanted to change the stylings, then wanted to change the font, colors. Now once the form design is done, what you have to do is you need to go to settings part. Here at the top corner you can see settings. Here you have to link. You need to first of all give a form name. I would say newsletter form. Then you need to choose a list to which this form has to be linked. So I would choose the same list which I have created earlier, masterclass registration. Add a cycle. Automatically it will show if there is an autoresponder connected to that particular list. It will automatically come here, day 0 first message, that is this one which we have already created. So whenever someone comes into this list through that form, this autoresponder will directly go to them. The remaining things you don't have to touch anything here. Just click on save and you click on publish. So that's it, the form has been created. Now what you have to do is you have to just copy this JavaScript code and just paste it in your website. If you are doing website on your own, I'm sure you can figure it out how to place HTML codes in your website, or your website is getting developed from your developer. Give this code to your developer and inform him which place you want this newsletter form to be displayed, and that can be done. In this video, let me recap what we have done. We have created a list and we have changed some settings, important settings in the list, and we have created an autoresponder, and we have designed a small email template and link it to that particular list which we have already created, and we have created a form also, and we have linked that form to that list which we have already created, and an autoresponder is already set. And that's it guys. This is a basic exploration of GetResponse. So I'll try to do more videos related to GetResponse based upon your request, the advanced levels, how to do workflows, taggings and everything if you required. So just drop your comments and let me know. Thank you very much for watching. Please share this video and like this video. Thank you. Bye bye.